Gonna be working on Mannequin Paladin tonight. Hopefully, going to get some good progress done. If I can get the enemies completely implemented, I will be happy. After that, I can work on the health system for both the enemies and the player, and then there we go. There we go. We have walk, hit, death, attack. Oh no, that's... yeah, that's hit. Where's idle though? Attack, death, hit, walk, idle. All kinds of fuckery. Project. Create a folder for enemy. Easy peasy. I'm gonna open this up. We're just gonna move it off to the side so that I can take... first of all, because that's gonna bother me. That is not a duplicate file, so whatever. Idle, walk, hit, death, and attack. This is not single, this is multiple. Point, no filter on all of these. Because of the style. It's got to be set to multiple point. And we'll just do all of these first. And then we'll open up the sprite editor. Oh, that looks just straight up not just straight up not what I was expecting. So whatever. 2 columns, 3 rows. Let's slice it. Yeah. Okay. So when we will also slice, there's 1 column, 2 rows. Slice it. Boom, apply. The hit. Yep, 1 column, 2 rows. Yep. Apply. Death. 2 columns, 2 rows. Slice. And the attack sprite is long. It's got 4 columns, 4 rows, with an extra one. There's one thing I did not make. Let's just center that. And then export it as a PNG. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll call this blob. This blob is going to end up being our little prefab thing for this. Where is it? Blob. Boom. And this is single. And in fact, we could probably pivot as center. But yeah, we can probably minimize this to fit. Because why not? We'll call it that. So what'll happen is when the enemy attacks, first I need to make the animations. So let's just start with idle because that's always easiest. We'll come right down here with the original dude that I threw in here. So that's idle. Idle. Let's just delete that. Mob. This guy up here, mob, is instead going to have enemy animator. Damn it. With that. No? Can't do that? That's fine. Whatever. Dude is going ham. Let's just say that. 0.5. 0.25 is what, not even what mannequin is at. 0.15. Yeah, we'll do 0.15 on the idle animation for the mob. For the mobs. So that's idle. Let's do walking. Walking. We don't want the animator for that. Yeah, delete it. What we do want though, I'll put the animator here so that we can link in the walking animation in here as well. Just cause. Let's shove attack in next. Long drawn out animation. I'm excited to see how that goes. We don't need that animator, but what we do need is to open up this animator and link attack in there. Give that about 3 blocks of space. So we need hit as well. hit. Don't want the animator. We do want to put hit in here. Get that 3 blocks as well. And that leaves death. Okay. Do need the animation, don't need the animator. Open up that, and shove death in there. Give that 3 blocks. Okay. So walking. That's our animator right now. What I can do is I can just get rid of all of those. Don't need them. That is a relic. I cannot physically delete that, which I'm not too happy about. But it's whatever. So yeah. We'll just grab these. And we'll move them to animation. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So the idle animation, I like that. Let's come up here. Yep, that switches. Oh, that's about to be great. So, the player is going to be taking damage if they touch an enemy mob, but also if the enemy mob attacks. And that's why the attack animation is so long. Let's go for straight into attack. Straight into death. It's a little too lengthy for me. E-attack. The animator? Yeah, speed. Let's do 0.5. Let's do 0.5 on that. First of all, let's do that. Attacks, falls, and gets up. Splurk. So then I need to write a script that when it attacks, it's going to create a prefab of blob. So what I'll do is I'll make a sprite. This is going to be blob. What it's going to need is a rigid body, which will have to do sort of its own stuff at some point. The sprite is going to be blob. So when this dude attacks, this is going to fly out in an arcing motion towards the player. So the player can get away, but I'll have to time the initial velocity and stuff so that the player can yeah. So let's see, characters. The player prefab I think is broken anyway. And then all of these prefabs I'm not even using. I'm not using them. The system was buggy as hell. I'll just rename this to projectile. Or hell, I don't even need that. I'm just going to put it in characters. And I'll have to mess with that later. I'll also do mob for the time being. And I'll have to mess with him later as well. It's got a long ways to go, but I mean, I've got the animations set up, so the next step is to set up the physics, and then after I get that, the attack works, the attack is polished, it interacts with the environment, then I'm going to go in and calculate hits, and through that I'm going to hopefully get the health and combat system down, and when that's done, I'm going to design some levels and call it good depending on how much time I have left. So, yeah. That's all I've got for today. It was just a little bit of a crunch session. So, yeah.